What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about Cordarrelle Patterson, but if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content, hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for your continued support. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about running back Cordarrelle Patterson. And does Cordarrelle Patterson need more touches? Cordarrelle Patterson did come out earlier this week and posted on his Twitter a picture of him running the ball against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers earlier this season, and basically was just stating that don't forget about him, that he really does this, and he's one of the better running backs in the game. And I definitely agree with Cordarrelle Patterson. I do believe that we need to feed Cordarrelle Patterson, give him more touches and more attempts. I went and looked at Cordarrelle Patterson's stats on the season. He only has 14 carries this year, which is ridiculous, and he has 0 touchdowns, which is, to me, is really mind-boggling. For us to be going into our 10th game of the season, and for Cordarrelle Patterson not to have a single touchdown on the season is really crazy. I do know that Cordarrelle Patterson did miss a couple games early in the season with that thigh injury, but I still believe Arthur Smith and Dave Ragone and this offensive coaching staff has to do a better job at getting their playmakers more involved. And Cordarrelle Patterson is one of those guys. If you're struggling to score touchdowns the way that we've been struggling to score touchdowns in the red zone, over the last 2 seasons, Cordarrelle Patterson has been a guy who's been a magnet when it comes to getting into the end zone. He's a guy that has a nose for the end zone, of putting the ball in the end zone. And I really feel like Arthur Smith, they're going to definitely have to scheme some things up and start giving the ball to Cordarrelle Patterson when we're in the red zone, and just giving him more touches in general. I know we went out and got Bijan Robinson in the offseason in the draft, and I know we have Tyler Algier on his team as well. But CP is way too explosive not to be getting more attempts as far as rushing the ball and also catching the ball out of the backfield. We've kind of struggled with explosive plays and in the red zone, and Cordarrelle Patterson is definitely the remedy to some of our issues that we're having. If you remember the last 2 seasons, Cordarrelle Patterson mainly was the focal point of this offense, and I thought having both him and Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier, having that 3-headed monster, that we would be one of the harder running teams to stop and one of the harder offenses to stop in the NFL, because we have so many versatile players on this offense. But I really feel like Arthur Smith and Dave Ragone, they have a lot of mouths to feed, because we have guys like Drake London, guys like Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith, Mac Hollins. We have a litany of guys on this roster, but Cordarrelle Patterson is definitely one of those guys that should be higher up on that pecking order when it comes to trying to get the ball in your playmakers' hands. Cordarrelle Patterson was the best offensive player for the most part the last 2 seasons, or the first 2 seasons of Arthur Smith's coaching regime here in Atlanta. And I really feel like if they want to score more touchdowns, if they want to be more explosive, they're going to have to do a better job at feeding Cordarrelle Patterson and getting him involved. I know he's a special teams player, but for the most part, he hasn't been able to return any kicks, because the majority of the time it's a touchback. So he hasn't been able to have an impact as far as on kickoff returns. So you have to be able to get your playmakers more involved. And I definitely love that Cordarrelle Patterson, went to social media, and he always keeps it light on social media, and he jokes around a lot. But I like that he went on social media stating that he wants the ball. Cordarrelle Patterson is one of those guys that's a dog. He's a very physical running back, but he's also a very explosive running back and one of the game changers and X factors for this Atlanta Falcons team. So I really feel like if we want to go on the road, go on a run late in this season and go on a win streak, we got to do a better job of getting our playmakers, the ball, putting the ball in their hands and allow them to make plays. And I definitely think that Cordarrelle Patterson is one of those guys that'll be able to help this Atlanta Falcons team score more touchdowns and be more explosive. Now, like I mentioned, I know we have a lot of offensive weapons on this team. So guys are going to have to do their best when they get opportunities. They're going to have to make the most out of each and every opportunity that they get. But I really feel like Cordarrelle Patterson is a guy on this offense that needs more touches. I believe they need to start to limit guys like Bijan Robinson and even Tyler Algier. If that means that they have to, split those runs 3 ways or go with the hot hand during certain games, I really feel like they need to do similar to what we're doing with our defensive line and keep rotating those running backs in and out of the game. I really feel like they're trying to feed Bijan Robinson, a lot, and they're neglecting Cordarrelle Patterson. They're neglecting guys like Tyler Algier, and I really feel like this offense would be a lot better if you get those guys involved. Keep Bijan Robinson fresh, keep Tyler Algier fresh, and keep Cordarrelle Patterson fresh. But I really feel like this season, Cordarrelle Patterson hasn't been able to put his imprint on this Atlanta Falcons team because he hasn't gotten the opportunities. And I really feel like he's one of those guys that definitely needs the football. When the ball is in his hands, good things happen. And he's a guy that knows how to punch the ball in the end zone. But with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Cordarrelle Patterson. Do you believe that he needs more touches? Personally, I do, especially because Arthur Smith is one of those coaches that the running game is his bread and butter. So before you try to throw the ball to Drake London, to Kyle Pitts, I really feel like there should be some type of pecking order. And I really feel like everything is going to start with that bread and butter. So definitely want to get Cordarrelle Patterson involved on this Atlanta Falcons offense. But with that being said, this been your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.